Hey, it's me SB. Welcome back to my channel. This isn't really a tutorial, more me talking about the process of me 3D printing this doll that you see here. She is a little bit rough around the edges, as you can see. I did her face up, I made her doll eyes and everything, but yeah. This is more of a video of my experiences and what I did to make this doll here. Hope you enjoy. So here is the process of me printing out some of the pieces. I believe this is the leg piece that is part of the body. I did have some failed prints during this, but it was a learning experience for sure. And I did print it out in PLA and in blue because that's what I have. And I think it was a great way for me to kind of understand how to actually make this doll. I wasn't real sure how it was going to work. I learned that it needs a lot of support in areas and it takes a long time to really get it nicely done. So what I'm going to do is, well, actually all I do is I get my e-file, which is for nail art and stuff, and I'm going to start filing everything down. Of course, make sure that you're wearing a dust mask because, you know, dust goes everywhere. And yeah, that's all I'm doing here is using my e-file, filing everything down, and then I actually do a little bit of experimenting by using some acetone to smooth it out. That does work because it kind of melts the plastic, it kind of degrades it a little bit. So I was a little scared about using that method, and it worked actually. It made it really smooth and made it look really nice. In the future, I'll probably do something a little different and I'll use some actual skin colored filament, which I have on order right now and I have not received. I'll put a link in the description below to that product that I purchased. But yeah, that's all I'm doing here, and that's basically all I do through this video, because a lot of it I did not film because I felt like it wasn't, I don't know, it was more of an experiment, but I wanted to come in and explain what I'm doing. So what I noticed is that some of the prints came out better than others, and I think that had to do with the tension on my machine, extruding out the plastic when it melts it. And yeah, you definitely do have to do a lot of sanding for this. It's not going to come out clean. If you had a resin printer, it definitely would come out a lot cleaner and you wouldn't have as much sanding to do, but since I'm using a filament printer, you have to go in and sand down some of those rough edges. You do have like little seam lines that you have to sand down, and yeah, that was fun. It actually made it easier to use the e-file. I wish I had different like grits for it, like the high grit sanding paper. And as you see here, I tried to paint it with acrylic paint and some Liquitex matte varnish, or not matte varnish, what is it called? That matte medium. And now I'm just going through and sanding it down again because I wanted to see if I missed any spots, and that helped a lot, but really the acrylic paint and the varnish did nothing. As you can see here, it's like super smooth now, and I'm just going to go in with my 800 and 1200 grit sanding paper. And what you see here, that sanding paper is actually made for vehicles to sand down the headlights. and I found it on Amazon as well, but I don't have the bit that'll fit in my e-file. It will fit in a Dremel, but a Dremel just goes way too fast for this, and it'll probably melt the plastic. Yeah, definitely some of these parts, they are so small, it was hard to even use the e-file, and I was so glad that I had all of these extra little bits that are small and could fit in these little tiny crevices. Yeah, that was the only thing about doing this, was all the filing, and then the supports. Oh my god, some of the supports got so stuck inside of the items, as you see here. Like, I struggled so hard to get it out, and I mean, it really did need it, because otherwise, if you don't have those in place, your print or whatever you're printing is just gonna fall over on the outside or on the inside. Really, the inside doesn't really matter, but it kind of does, because it's like, you know, it's supporting it. So I learned a lot during this process. I mean, a lot. Sorry, I kind of got the clips out of whack here, but I went ahead and just left it this way. A little side note about the 3D print BJD. The joints are really, really loose, so they tend to like to just do kicks and everything. So what I did was I actually used some hot glue on the inside of the joints, of the joint wells, and that helped a little bit, but I think there needs to be another method, maybe some silicone discs or something. I don't know. I still haven't figured it out. This is just my prototype doll, so you know, she is what she is, and I think she came out pretty good, considering, you know, she is just the prototype. So really what I found, what really worked, was buying Rust-Oleum's primer, that flat matte primer, and that stuck really, really well to the plastic. I mean, that stuff just adhered so well. You'll see in a few clips here in a minute that I went over her with another color, which in Rust-Oleum, which is more like a tannish, beigey color, and it's also a matte, but you'll see that it's chipping off of the actual primer. Like, I guess I should have sanded it, is what I should have done, and then sprayed her with the actual paint. But you know, you live and you learn. So here I am attempting to change the color of her skin with just some cheap soft pastels that I had, but it didn't work out very well. Yeah, this does not stick. Her main color was spray paint, and then I went over her with these same chalk pastels, or soft pastels, and added some blushing. I used watercolor pencils, and that's really about it. That's all I used on her. And then I just sealed her with some Mr. Super Clear, which I've had for other, you know, face-ups that I've done in the past for my other dolls. But yeah, I hope you learned something from this video. I know I learned a lot, and I just wanted to share with you guys. The ending clips are gonna show her a little bit closer, and I'm still actually working on making some patterns for her so I can dress her. Here are the little chips that you can see on her. It's not too bad. I mean, she's gonna be wearing clothes, so you're not gonna really see it. But anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you would take the time to 3D print your own doll. I thought it was really, really fun. I don't know. I thought it's something really cool to do. I always wanted like a ball jointed doll, and now I can print my own. I can print as many as I want. I just have to take the time to sand it down. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!